Laufen, they contact us, me and my studio, first as architect, to help them to open a kind of new space they wanted to do in Madrid. And it was an old building, but it was quite special, and they didn't want to do just a showroom. They wanted to do a kind of a space that could be a place for working, and at the same time being a showroom, then to think the space in a new way. Then that was the contact, and then speaking a little bit and thinking about the project and being quite quick, solving problems, I think in that case. They were very happy, and they said, no, we want to go on and to do a project with you. I've been working in ceramic, not only for bathtub or these things, but it's an argument that for me is still being very important. And when we began to do it, we were saying, well, the two collections they've done, in some way, they get always around a kind of circle or an oval, and then we were saying possibly we are going to work in a formal way, but we are going to use the surfaces in another way, and we're going to make this appear in some, or make in a different way the drainage. We went through a path that was related with this kind of semicircular, a little bit lengthened surfaces that were tendentially connected to the wall, and the inside surface was always inclined, and there was a kind of little slope at the end, and there was the drainage was smartly disappeared smartly, partially in that slope at the end. When you see the piece, you perceive a very thin and very delineated, very, very clear, a very essential shape connected to the wall. That for us was an argument very clear. The name sonar, it was, we were thinking about water. We like this metaphor of sonar, it's the sound that helps you to find an item or an object inside the water, no? Then we liked the idea of using the little waves that the sounds create in the water. In some way they get a bit related with the outside of part of our washing basin. They wanted from me to give to the ceramic not only to work on the really light thickness, but to work on surface in some way. Everything I think is very functional, and it's really connected with the idea of this incredible thickness, which is not anymore thickness, because it's we are up to 6 millimeters, which is really in ceramic working is incredible, because it's obviously when you're speaking about this kind of items, they need to be really robust, and to have these thicknesses, I think, really. A passage. Sometimes, the material, I think, drives the whole process. The striped elements outside is something that came out in the project. That was not from the beginning. In some conversations with them, this came out. When you open a process with a new company, in some way you are open to do new things, but you need that the process goes. I want to know how it's working. If our idea with the way that the company put the product on the market is okay, and if everything, but in design, in these things things come alone. If it was not the right experimentation, things will be for a period and finish, end of the story. And other times, they go on. But I don't think we have to do, no. I think if it's gonna come, okay.